Hi and welcome to Bricks. In this tutorial we're going to cover tables. Tables are one of the most important concepts in Bricks. They not only help structure your data, but they're also essential for getting consistent, high-quality results from AI. Let's take a look at an example. Here's a data set I imported from an Excel file. It includes a list of companies along with their valuation, location, and investor names. The first thing we want to do is turn this data into a table. You can do this by selecting all the data, then clicking the Bricks menu item up at the top of the screen, and then clicking Table in the drop-down menu. Once you've created a table, you'll notice some new formatting options are available. Each column can have a specific data type, like text, numbers, or even tags. For example, I'll set this column to tags. Now, instead of plain text, we get easy-to-use colored labels. And as you can see, when you click a cell with the data type of tag, it opens a drop-down menu where you can select which tag you want to apply. And you can also rename the table headers by double-clicking and typing a new name. For example, I'm going to change this one to say just valuation. Now, let's quickly update each of the columns' data types. Here we have company names, so I'm going to leave this as text. This column here, we have numbers, so I'm going to change this to number and then currency. This column is dates, so I'm going to change this to date, month, date, year. I'm going to change this one to tags, this one to tags, and I will leave this as plain text. When you create a table, you also get the ability to sort and filter your spreadsheet data. You just click the down arrow on whatever column you want to sort by, and then you can sort by ascending or descending order by clicking these buttons. And you can also filter based on the data in the column. So for example, if we wanted to filter by only companies that have a certain valuation, I can click on these checkboxes here to either select all, deselect all, and then choose certain options, and then hit apply. And as you can see, now the table has been filtered by the conditions that I set. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove that by selecting all and hitting apply. And you can also filter by a couple different variations. So I could say filter by condition where value is greater than or equal to 10, for example, and the industry is financial services. And now you can see that this table has been filtered by both of those filters. And right here, this arrow turns green to show you which columns your table has been filtered by. Now, let's undo those filters. Now that we have a table set up, we can use AI to do some really interesting things. For example, we can do things like creating a new table based on the data from this original table. So I'm going to come down to the AI chat box down at the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to write a prompt. Create a new table from table 01, and as you can see, we have this pop-up. This pop-up is basically understanding that we're trying to reference this table. And so I'm going to click that. So create a new table from table 01, where the first column is investor name, and the second column is the count of investments they have made. And as you can see, after a few seconds, Bricks has created a new table with the name of each investor and the number of investments they made, all from the original table. You'll also notice some other options become available to you down here in the AI chat box, such as sorting column, filtering column, renaming, or creating a chart. Let's create a chart. This will bring you directly into the chart editor. There's a lot you can do here, which we'll cover in more detail in another video about charts, but you can click the Save to Grid button in the top right corner, and it'll add the chart to your spreadsheet. Another huge benefit of tables is that you can use column names in your AI prompts to give you more control. For example, let's write a prompt to highlight all of the companies that are based in San Francisco. Highlight all the company based in San Francisco City. And like we talked about earlier, you can see that the pop-up shows city and table 01, and that's because Bricks AI is able to tell that you're talking about this specific column header in this specific table. And this is how you can tell AI exactly which columns you want to target with your prompt. And as you can see, all the companies based in San Francisco are now highlighted. Now, if you sort or filter the table, the highlighted cells will still stay highlighted. For example, if I change SpaceX from San Francisco to New York, you can see that it's no longer highlighted. And if I change XAI from Burlingame to San Francisco, you can see that now it is highlighted. You can also sort the table in interesting ways using AI. For example, sort table 1 by industry and then valuation. And now, as you can see, the table is sorted by industry, and then within each industry, it's sorted by valuation. And last but not least, you can also rename the table by double-clicking on the current table name and typing a new name. Let's call this one unicorns. And now when I type an AI prompt, it'll recognize that I've changed the table name to unicorns. And that's it. Like I mentioned earlier, tables are one of the most important concepts in Bricks. With Bricks, you don't have to struggle with formulas, pivot tables, or complex spreadsheet functions. You just tell AI what you need, and it does the work for you. And tables are the cornerstone of what makes AI effective in the spreadsheet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.